Welcome to VG Arts. If anyone has visited my channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Today I am going to show you in this video how I will do portrait art. First you have to draw an outline by observing the reference photo. Whether you can follow the grid method or Loomis method, I will follow the grid method for accuracy. Creating accurate pencil art outlines involves using light pressure with an HB or 2H pencil to allow for easy erasing. Keep lines faint to avoid harsh, dark edges in the final shaded artwork. Select a reference and study its main lines. Sketch light outlines, starting with the foreground and overlapping to the background. Focus on the edges of shapes. Now I have started a shading build depth by gradually layering darker shades, reducing the lightness to create a 3D effect. Starting shading after finishing your outline is where your drawing really comes to life. The key is to move gradually, from light to dark, while observing where light and shadow naturally fall. I have completed the shading of face part. Face shading is all about controlling light, smooth transitions, and subtle details. I have started shading clothes. Shading clothes becomes much easier when you treat it as light falling on folded shapes, not just filling areas with pencil. Decide where the light is coming from, top, left, right. This tells you, top of folds are light. Inside folds are dark. Before shading, lightly mark folds. Long folds, sleeves, sari. Compressed folds, elbows, waist. Always remember, shading must follow the direction of the fold. Start with a light base layer. Use HB pencil. Apply a soft, even tone over the cloth. This avoids rough patches later. Shade the darkest areas first, lightly. Mark shadow zones. Inside folds. Where cloth overlaps. Under arms, behind areas. Use 2B pencil, but don't press too hard yet. Build depth gradually. Use 2B, 4B, 6B pencils. Darken the inner parts of folds slowly. Keep the outer raised areas lighter. This contrast creates a realistic 3D cloth look. Use correct stroke direction. This is very important. Shade along the fold lines, not randomly. For smooth cloth, use circular strokes. For rough cloth, use slight directional strokes. Blend carefully. Use blending stump or tissue. Blend softly. Don't erase structure. Over blending flat, unrealistic cloth. Add highlights. Use an eraser to lift light on tops of folds, edges catching light, flowing areas, especially sari or soft cloth. Shading beads, like jewelry, necklaces, sari work, are all about contrast plus tiny highlights. Even simple circles can look realistic if you control light properly. Draw clean round shapes. Keep each bead even and smooth. Light outline, don't press hard. Shape accuracy matters more than heavy shading. Start with light base shading. Use HB pencil. Shade the whole bead lightly, except the highlight area. Shading, building depth and realism. Shading is the foundation of a realistic portrait. It creates form, light, and dimension. Step-by-step approach. Start with a light base layer, HB, 2H, over the skin. Identify the light source, very important. Block in main shadow areas. Eye sockets. Sides of nose. Under nose and lips. Jawline and neck. Then gradually build tones. Use 2B to 4B and 4B to 6B pencils. Work from light to dark in layers. Use circular strokes for smooth skin texture. Focus on smooth transitions, not harsh lines. Blending, smoothing and soft transitions. Blending makes the portrait look natural and lifelike, especially for skin. Techniques. Use blending stump for control. Use tissue, cotton for soft areas. Blend in small circular motion. Important. Don't overblend, skin should not look plastic. Reapply pencil after blending to maintain depth. Good blending equals soft gradients plus visible form. Detailing, bringing life to the portrait. Details make the drawing realistic and expressive. Eyes. Dark pupils, use 6B. Sharp highlights, eraser. Fine eyelash strokes, direction matters. Lips. Soft shading, not outlines. Darken corners slightly. Add subtle highlights for moisture effect. Hair. Draw in strands, not blocks. Use directional strokes. Keep highlights for shine. Skin texture. Keep it smooth but not flat. Add slight variations in tone. Highlighting, essential for realism. Use a kneaded eraser to lift light on nose bridge, forehead, cheekbones, chin, eye reflections. Highlights create a natural glow and depth. Contrast, the key to realism. A good portrait always has deep darks, 6B, 8B, soft mid-tones, clean highlights. Without contrast, the drawing looks flat. Final finishing touches. Sharpen important edges, eyes, lips. Soften less important edges, cheeks, skin. Adjust overall balance of light and dark. Clean smudges and refine details. Golden rules. Always work from light to dark. Be patient and build layers slowly. Observe real references carefully. Control your hand pressure. Simple mindset. Shading creates form, blending creates smoothness, detailing creates life. In pencil portrait art, detailing and clothing design play a major role in enhancing realism and visual impact. After completing the basic outline and shading, the focus shifts to refining every element with precision and patience. Detailing work involves carefully developing the finer aspects of the portrait, such as facial features, hair strands, skin texture, and accessories. Each stroke is placed thoughtfully to maintain natural proportions and expressions. Eyes are sharpened with deep contrast and highlights, lips are softly blended with subtle tonal variations, and hair is rendered using directional strokes to create volume and flow. These fine details bring life and emotion into the artwork. Clothing design and shading add depth, character, and style to the portrait. The fabric is studied based on its type, whether soft, heavy, or flowing, and shaded accordingly. Folds and creases are drawn following the natural movement of the cloth, with smooth transitions from light to dark tones. Darker shades are applied in inner folds and overlapping areas, while highlights are preserved on raised surfaces to create a realistic three-dimensional effect. Special attention is given to textures and patterns, such as embroidery, beads, or printed designs. These elements are carefully rendered with controlled pencil strokes, maintaining consistency in spacing, light direction, and contrast. Highlights are added using erasers to enhance shine in decorative areas, giving a refined and elegant finish. Blending is used selectively to maintain softness in fabric while preserving structure and detail. Final touches include strengthening contrasts, refining edges, and ensuring harmony between the face and clothing. Overall, the combination of precise detailing and well-executed clothing design transforms a simple sketch into a highly realistic and expressive piece of art. Realistic pencil portrait art is a meticulous process of transforming a simple sketch into a lifelike representation through careful observation, controlled shading, and precise detailing. The goal is to capture not only the physical features of the subject but also their expression, emotion, and natural essence. The process begins with a well-structured outline, ensuring accurate proportions and placement of facial features. Once the foundation is set, shading is gradually built using layered pencil strokes, moving from light to dark tones. This layering technique helps create depth, dimension, and smooth transitions across the face. Blending plays a crucial role in achieving realistic skin texture. Soft gradients are developed using controlled blending methods, allowing the skin to appear natural rather than flat. At the same time, care is taken to preserve subtle textures and avoid over-smoothing. Fixative spray is an essential finishing material used in pencil portrait art to protect, preserve, and enhance the artwork. After completing the shading, blending, and detailing, the drawing surface remains delicate and prone to smudging. A fixative spray helps lock the graphite onto the paper, ensuring the artwork stays clean and long-lasting. Now my artwork has been completed and now we have a framing work pending. Friends, you can tell me how it is and compare it with a reference photo and give me a rating for my artwork. If anyone needs art to give a unique gift to your loved ones, then please comment or do a message for orders. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends.